What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Election Analysis 2024, and today we're going to be showing the Electoral College map if Vice President Kamala Harris were to have her best night possible. This is Kamala Harris's best case scenario in the 2024 presidential election. Now, to start, we are going to do all of Kamala Harris's safe states. These are states that she will win by over 10 points in her best case scenario. We're going to see some familiar states, and we're going to see some states that we are not too familiar with, like New Hampshire will be a safe Democratic state in her best case scenario, including Maine District 1, Hawaii, Nebraska, and this is where we stand. That is 224 safe electoral votes for Kamala Harris. Now we are going to go for the safe states for Donald Trump. So we can fill all of his safe states, states that he will still win by a safe margin by 10 points or more. So we can fill these in, and you will see this is where we are at for Donald Trump's safe electoral vote states. He will still win by 10 points, even if Kamala Harris does the absolute best she can. He will have 122 safe electoral votes. Next, we're going to go for the likely states for Donald Trump. These are states he'll win by 5 to 10 points. The states of Alaska, he will win by 5 to 10 points. You can include the states of Iowa, the states of Ohio, and then lastly, we can include Maine's 2nd District by a 5 to 10 point margin. We can do the same thing for Vice President Kamala Harris. For likely states that in her best case scenario, she wins by 5 to 10 points, you can include the state of Michigan and the states of Wisconsin. Two huge states in this upcoming election, and in her best case scenario, she can definitely win by 5 to 10 points. The last likely state we can include is Maine at large will be a likely state for Kamala Harris, putting her at 251 electoral votes and Donald Trump just at 149 electoral votes. Now, you will see we have 7 states remaining. All will be decided by a lean or tilt margin, so we can do that now. The first state is for Donald Trump. It's the state of Florida. 30 electoral votes that in his worst case scenario, he will win by a lean margin. Florida is no longer its traditional swing state that both candidates are fighting for. This is a state that even if Kamala Harris does her absolute best, will lose by 1 to 3 points. That is her absolute best. That is the absolute closest she can make this state, 1 to 3 points. Nothing closer than that. The next state is the state of Texas, another state that Donald Trump will still hold on to, a state that he will win by 3 to 5 points in Kamala Harris's best case scenario, putting him at 219 electoral votes. If you do the same thing for Vice President Kamala Harris, you will see the state of Nevada, a state that has been trending more right this election cycle, but she will win by a lean margin. Also, the state of Arizona, a state that went for Joe Biden in 2020 as well, and a state that she will not win by 5 to 10 points, but in her best case scenario, she could win by maybe a 3 to 5 point margin, especially if she were to choose Mark Kelly or something like that. She doesn't seem to be leaning there. Some of these states might change, like Pennsylvania could be maybe even more towards her if she were to choose Josh Shapiro or things like that. So, but right now we don't know that. We still have her as VP because we do not know who she's going to choose. And so I might do an updated video when we get to that point. Now you'll see 3 remaining states. Donald Trump must win all 3 of them to be the next president. He will not. The state of Pennsylvania, in Kamala Harris's best case scenario, she will win by a lean margin, 3 to 5 points. You give me another week, you give me another 2 weeks, I can see this being a likely state in her best case scenario with the momentum she has and the momentum her campaign has right now, the funding they are getting. This can definitely be a lot worse for Donald Trump in a week or 2. You could see states like Texas be more competitive and things of that nature. Next, the state of Georgia. Kamala Harris would win the state of Georgia in her best case by a lean margin. Another 1 to 5 point victory here for Kamala Harris. I would honestly say 3 to 5 point victory if she were to be building off of Joe Biden, who won the state just by around 10,000 votes. She would have to build on that, and I think she can in her best case scenario. And then lastly, the last 16 electoral votes is the state of North Carolina, where Kamala Harris would flip by a tilt margin a less than a 1 percentage point, she would flip the state of North Carolina, giving her a total of 319 electoral votes. This is her ceiling. This is the most she is going to get as of right now. Now, this could go up. Maybe she does some miracle work in Texas and Florida and tries to make it competitive. Of course, in the actual election, she is not going to win Texas or Florida. It's not. This, even seeing the momentum she has, Donald Trump still stands better now than he does 4 years ago versus Joe Biden. He stands better now. He stands way better now. His odds in all of these states are way better, even in her best case scenario. You can see that if you simply flip North Carolina, that's Donald Trump's 2020 map right there. So this is an election that is way more friendly to Donald Trump, where he is more liked and his opponent is less liked, which obviously is going to help him out. But as of right now, this is Kamala Harris's ceiling. This is her best case scenario, and for the popular vote, she would win by about 3 to 4% in her best case scenario versus Donald Trump as of today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe down below. I'm going to be doing a similar video for Donald Trump tomorrow, so please stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.